What's up, everyone? It's Bryan from the Exact IT Solutions YouTube channel. Welcome to another video where we educate you about cybersecurity and what you need to start doing to protect yourself. So in today's video, we're going to talk about a healthcare organization that was impacted by a cyber attack. We're seeing this more and more in the healthcare world, and I'm going to explain in the video why this is important, why it should be a concern for a lot of people, and really why cyber criminals like to target companies that have things like protected health information. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, folks, so on May 4th, 2022, Omnicell, a healthcare technology company, revealed in a filing with the United States Securities and Exchange Commission that they recently fell victim to a ransomware attack. So Omnicell is a multinational company that manufactures systems for automated medication management at healthcare facilities, as well as patient engagement software for pharmacies. To me, that sounds like they have patient information within their software, which is really not good. In its latest form on the 10-Q filing with the SEC, the company noted that some of its internal systems were impacted by a ransomware attack. So a couple interesting things here. Number one, PHI information, private health information, is gold to a cyber criminal. What they can do with that, how much they can resell that for on the dark web, they get a pretty penny for that kind of stuff, depending on the validity of it and how much they get of it. So, and the reality of it is you don't want that information out there on the dark web and floating around, being freely traded. So that's why these kinds of companies are highly targeted, and they should have really strong cyber defenses in place when they're dealing with this kind of stuff. The other thing is, this is a publicly traded company, and publicly traded companies are really they're really going to have to prove themselves when it comes to cybersecurity over the next couple months. And what I mean by that is the SEC is going to be requiring that publicly traded companies have a board cybersecurity readout to their boards that are submitted with their quarterly filings. And this is a pretty big deal because this has never had to happen before. I've been a big advocate for a long time of cybersecurity being in the boardroom and not in the IT room. It's been far too long before CEOs and business leaders are including cybersecurity experts and professionals in C-level type meetings and understanding what their threats are. And there was a bottom-up approach to this where they were trying to get CEOs and other people to understand the importance of this, and maybe they would take this stuff to the board, and unfortunately that's not happening, and that's not happening quick enough. So the government's kind of taking things into their own hand, and the SEC is saying, like, look, the board has to get this information from somebody. They have to understand the threat landscape that is in front of them when it comes to cyber attacks, cyber criminals, cyber gangs. They have to understand this stuff and what the specific threats are in their industry to their company. These are all things that these cyber security readouts will provide boards and boards of directors, the people that sit on these boards, so they start to get an understanding of, man, we're not doing enough. We need to dedicate more money to cybersecurity, which inevitably is going to happen here. And our CEO is or isn't doing a good job with cybersecurity, and evaluate the people on the staff. And, quite frankly, is their IT department and the people in charge of their IT, their CIO, are they doing a good job? These are all things that these readouts hope to bring to light, because a lot of this stuff gets swept under the rug. CIOs don't want to admit that they might or might not be doing a good job, or they might not be doing something, and then it never gets talked about, and boom, they get hit with ransomware attacks. So that's what we can learn from this Omnicell healthcare technology company's ransomware attack. is that, obviously they were hit with ransomware. There's a million ways that you can prevent it. You can go watch this channel and learn all the different ways. But more importantly, publicly traded companies, you've been put on notice. You must do something about cybersecurity, or the SEC is going to come down hard on you. And everybody in the very near future, in a publicly traded company, your board will have to submit a quarterly filing to the SEC detailing what you've been told about cybersecurity, and not being told is not an option anymore. So if you have any questions about this, drop them in the comments or go to our website, send us a message on our contact form. All the links to get in touch with me or my company are down below. We can help publicly traded companies with things like this. And I look forward to seeing you in our next video. Take care, everyone.